Kira's sneakers were soaked as soaked could be. She practically left puddles as she stepped into her house. Her mother looked at her for a moment. Her mother slowly tilted her head as her mind wondered about something quite peculiar. There hadn't been a drop of rain in 3 weeks now. They didn't live by any lakes, rivers, or anything of that sort.
Kira,
Yeah, Mom?
how did your shoes get so wet?
Kira looked at her mom giggling, knowing she would never for a moment believe the story she was about to tell. Her wet shoes had been dry when she started out on just a simple walk in the warm spring sun. She was headed to the library. Kira had simply wanted to pick a good book for a quick read. She was that kind of a young woman, always finding her way into other worlds through the pages of books. It was one of the many amazing things about Kira. She turned the block towards the library when dark clouds filled the sky above her. She had never seen clouds this dark before. She looked over at the fountain in front of the library. The water within it looked deeper than she had ever seen it. She leaned over when the fountain burst into a million pieces. Water rushed around her ankle. A little toy boat that some child had left behind grew into a large ship. Its sails billowed in the wind. She could see a sailor struggling on the deck.
Help me! My ship is under siege!
I can help.
The sailor popped his head over the side of the ship. He nodded, accepting any helping hand. He threw down a rope ladder for her to climb up. Kira quickly scaled the ladder.
Please, little lass, help me rid my ship of this horrid sea beast,
The sailor said as soon as she was on deck. A great purple and orange tentacled sea beast had come in through the sailor's cabin window. It had started to push its way out of the door and onto the open deck.
Block the door.
She told the sailor. He placed his body in front of the cabin door. She reached deep into her bag, her whole right arm vanishing deep within. Out she pulled a pen. She quickly pulled out a piece of paper. Kira drew a drawing of a sword pen, quickly wrapping the paper around the pen. A second later, she was holding a pen sword. She had a proud look on her face.
How miraculous! What magic is this?
The sailor said.
The power of ink.
Kira said, parrying the pen sword forward.
Open it up. I will finish with the sea beast in no time at all.
The sailor swung open the door. Kira held her pen of a sword up steadily. She quickly drew as fast as she could. She traced iron shackles around each one of the sea beast's slimy tentacles. Quickly she drew a key for the shackles as well.
Beast, if you leave the ship now, I will let you have this key to free yourself. Otherwise, I will toss it to the bottom of the sea. It will take you a long time to find it down there. Now, you don't want that, do you?
Kira said smartly. The beast withdrew. Kira sighed lightly. She ran to the side of the ship, watching for the beast. All she saw was the tip of one of its many tentacles pop out of the water. She tossed the key down.
For saving me and my ship, I will write your adventure down. That way all will know of how wonderful you are.
She smiled at the sailor. She waited outside his cabin. She paced the deck, pretending to swashbuckle with her pen sword. He came out with a leather book in hand and gave her the book.
Make sure to bring this back, little lass. It has a home here, just as much as it will in your heart.
Yes, sir, Captain, sir.
I only be a sailor.
And I'm just a little girl in sneakers that just thwarted off a great sea beast. You will be a captain yet, or a writer, or a potato farmer. That is up to you.
She shrugged him off. Kira made her way back down the rope ladder as the ship shrank back to its toy-like size. The clouds parted and the fountain rebuilt itself. Kira told her mother, all while she held her pen like a sword.
That is a cute story, honey. But really, how in the world did your shoes get that wet?
Don't believe me, Mom? You can read it all about it in my book. The sailor wrote it all down. Plus, how else would my shoes have gotten so wet?
She pulled a leather-bound book from her book bag. The air filled with the smell of the sea. She placed it on her mother's lap. She sat on the floor. She pulled off one shoe, then the other. She smiled as she pulled a piece of seaweed out of her right shoe. She waved it in the air, then ran up to her room, ready for all the adventures her books held.